welcome back to the question and answer session with Buster the Destroyer and Humek of this 24-hour live stream. We have raised a total of, and let me check this out real quick. That's the wrong one, Paul. $1,602 thanks to Lotep, Blizzrad, Hey It's Nick dropping $50. Blizzrad saying, how on earth are you still awake? It's only been 9 hours. I mean, come on. Hey, it's Nick for $10. Squatron 42 donated $42. Yeah. Do your squats.
Yeah. Do 'em.
Squats.
Do 'em. Gotta do the
Z
squats.
Pilot. $20 who ask, I understand the escape games can be. There we go. And then Whittle on with $100 I didn't notice. Whew. White Lion. Holy shit. Gin and Tonic with $20. Warren Johnson, $20. Scorpion with $100. Unknown Guardian for the $10. I missed a lot of them. I'm sorry. That's Mount Stunner for the $100. Mortal Kids for $35. Gate Shark. So there's been a lot of donations. If you want to join us, please do. The link will be down below. Even well after this 24-hour stream is ended, you can still donate to help out with the cause. This link will be below if you want to keep doing that. And if you're interested in the full 24-hour stream, seeing me slowly lose my mind over the course of 24 hours, then make sure you hit the full stream. This is completely categorized. The 24 hours will be on YouTube under probably at the top or bottom. Can't remember. I've been flipping back and forth. You'll see. It'll be there for you to watch on the 24-hour live stream. What is it called? A playlist. See, my brain's already starting to function off. So you can make sure you can check the whole thing out as well. So with that being said, let's get started with the questions for Buster and Humek. Make sure you're also following Buster and Humek. Humek is on her way to. Why did I not see that links? Where's the links?
I got needs more subscribers.
Yeah,
subscribe to her, or I'll melt your face off in Star Citizen.
There we go.
With lava at one of the refineries.
That's why.
Oh, just for me. Oh my
Humek
God.
has 29. She needs 100 to get a real normal person name instead of just a string of letters and numbers. So go subscribe.
Yes. Proper URL. Thank you.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
There we go. All right. With that being said, let's get started with the questions.
Yeah, ask good questions that are funny.
Okay. I'm going to skip these ones then, because these ones are the older ones. So we'll come back to them. We'll come back to them.
Laugh.
We'll come back to them. Metagen,
the creative Buster.
Metagen Cybrid asked, "Have you seen the new community hub? What do you think about it?"
Oh, it's awesome.
It's great.
Love it.
Fantastic.
I can't wait till it gets expanded out more. Like, you can tell they're gonna roll out some new stuff probably down the line as they think of it, or whatever. Because I think he did say something about that. Like, it's not completely finished, but I feel like maybe I'm mistaken. But it's great. It's such a fresh way. I would really like to see it integrate more, like social media platforms. Like, if people are making TikToks, I'd really like there to be a section that's showing off TikToks. Because they only have YouTube, and I know you could do the YouTube Shorts and just upload that and probably use that, but I'd really like to see a bit more mobile compatibility overall with Star Citizen's website, and I would love for there to be a community hub app or just a major feature of a more mobile friendly website.
I mean, the website already does look more ready for mobile. It's very tile based. There's a lot of sliding going on.
Yeah.
So maybe it is in progress. I don't know, but I think it's a really good release and rough draft of it. More integration would be great.
My only
directly
notes,
to TikTok or whatever.
Yeah, my only notes would be there is no section for lore or stories. CLG under the thing. I feel left out. In reality, some sort of story section or some sort of because they have a machinima section, but it's
an OC section would be cool.
Yeah.
Or also for people to do some role playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I certainly like to see like more content in it over time. That's such a good idea.
I couldn't log into it on PC. Like every time I tried to click it, it wouldn't let me log in for the new. That was also it was getting the hug of death. So
yeah, it took me a lot of times to actually interact with it at all last night. Everything was like, I did a upload of a screenshot as a test, and it took like 5 tries before it actually stuck.
See if I can actually get it on access. Yeah. Okay. Let me see if we can actually sign in now. Yeah, it looks okay. I like the idea behind it. It seems like it's more mobile friendly. It seems like it's better overall compared to what it used to be. I just hope it's used. That's the only problem, is like before I stopped using it because it just never seemed to matter. Like every time I posted anything, nothing would work.
It's also several clicks to get to from their main website, because you have to go to RSI, then community hub, then you click on that, and you probably have to log in again. And it's just like, okay, it shouldn't be that complicated. But an app would I think keep people retained.
So I actually looking through my thing. I'm like, realized how many staff picks there were for mine. I'm like, okay, I didn't realize y'all kept picking my stuff. But yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next question, which is Metagen Cybrid, who asks, what do you think about the interaction mode replacement that was shown? If you all saw that section, the one with like you scanned and then you could look at the different interactions.
It's amazing. Wonderful update. Honestly, like it okay, this is really stupid, but to me it felt barely slightly more cheerful and more like within the universe, because it wasn't just this text that like faded in and then fades out. This actually has like something that's a bit more customizable. It kind of popped like and stuck with the object. It just felt more tangible, and I like where that's going.
Buster?
Yeah, one more time.
The interaction mode. What are your thoughts on that? It's the one where they use the scan when they're talking with Chris, and you scan it, and then you can see like all the little individual objects. What are your thoughts on it?
I mean, that was cool. I had a lot of struggle during that section, so I couldn't keep wise of all of it the whole time. Mm-hmm. But it's cool. Everything I saw that like on that video, especially like the parkour, that was awesome.
The parkour was cool.
Yes.
I just need parkour. The interactions, I'm ready. Oh, you're talking about like the objects in space where you're like floating along them?
No. So like when you did the ping and you walked in, you could pick up like the pen and then like
okay. Yes, I liked that. I'm interested to see how that further develops, because like the item interaction system's always been like, I wish it was like keys that you could use or something a bit more. I hate having to like hit F and like scroll to figure out what I want to do with an item. Like when in real life, like I'm going to do that right in an instant. I wish there was a way to like maybe key bind. Like, if you pick something up, like it's just a simple I don't have to hit like F, like I can just tap it or whatever. I don't know. So we'll see. Yeah. We'll see what goes on. But I did like how it was like highlighting things and how it was looking overall.
Yeah. Yeah, in general, I liked it as well. I would say it was, there you go. It did, for some reason, didn't there, because I didn't hit supply changes. That's why. It's like, why am I not on the front? I'm up there with the community page. I was like, why am I not having anything else? Community hub. So the, how to put this? It's a change that I like because the inner thought system is garbage. The inner thought system is bad. It's not intuitive. And I remember why it was inspired, what it was inspired for. Its inspiration was that really terrible TV series, Sherlock. That's what Chris kept saying. It's like, it was really cool. It's like, yeah, it looked cool, but it was, yes. That was the inspiration behind the inner thought system. Where he's like, Lord. He's like little thoughts pulling up on his head, and he was pulling things around. That's what his idea was behind it.
There's been a lot of Moriarty news here. Wink, wink. Hint, hint. If you're a Star Trek fan.
Yeah. But wait, what? Moriarty news from I didn't know that. Is this season 3 card? Oh, I gotta watch it.
Oh, sorry, I just spoiled.
No, it's okay. That's what Darj kept saying. Is you got to watch that trailer. So, you know.
Sorry, Chad. Nah.
Anyways, I'm glad that they're fixing it. It needs to be more usable, and it screams to me. For me, it screams controllers.
I get one once in a while. Yeah,
they're fixing it for controllers, which is nice.
Yeah, I would agree. It's like, that's what I'm trying to say earlier. Like, it's just not great. It's just too, and when you're in a multiplayer game, you need to be able to like do something with an item like right away. You know, you don't get to sit there and wait on like other players to give you a second to pick the item up and decide to use it. You know, so I do look forward to the day that's better. So.
And I love it when I'm hunting around in the menu and then the menu disappears and jumps over 5 centimeters. And now I have to like look through it again. And it's just like, I'm talking about current inner thought. It's just a frustrating thing to interact with. Like you go to select like drink or something and then that menu like moves over and you're like, oh shit, now I have to do it again.
Yeah.
It's like jumping away from you.
So yeah, I mean, in general is a good idea. All right, so next question comes from Gin and Tonic, who asks, Buster, what's better, the set or the Jared?
Ah, don't you do it! Both are perfect in every way. Don't you do that to me? I refuse to choose. I pass on that. Yeah, that's my answer. That's my answer. They're both perfect in every way.
Gin and Tonic asks, on the Loreville silhouettes, did anyone but me notice the underground sections? There's like canyons. There's
wait, say that again. Like no, there's what? What?
I know he's talking about. It was like almost like a map of it from the side profile, and it did look like Loreville dipped into underground more.
Oh, that yeah. No, that's the actual map of Loreville. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I didn't really catch it myself.
I think they're talking about that map. It was like this. It kind of shaped like, it's like you have like the most of Loreville right here, and then the rest of it's kind of branched out because it's the different zones, right, that are on the red line.
Mm-hmm.
It's the different zones on the red line, and I think it looks like it could be like for a second there, if you're, it did look like, if you're not looking at it right, it could be like a map showing like a subterranean levels or something. But it was just like it's like a bird's eye view map. And some people may have just not seen that.
Yeah, I didn't catch it. So yeah, that's.
I know. I thought because I had the same like instant, and I was like, oh no, that's a bird's view.
I know what they're talking about.
It's somewhere.
Pulling it up.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the lore. It's like but it's definitely, you're right, Humek. It's the branches out of the.
So it just looks like it's underground, but it's just the red line. It's
it's just the way they displayed the map. Like the lines coming out are like kind of down on the map. It's like south on the map.
I'm sending it in chat. Blam. That.
Okay, I see it now. Yeah, that looks like it's like a little bit lower. There's like little lower sections. I don't think those are lower sections. I think those are just
that's the red line. That's the red line.
So it's just
the red line. I remember the trains.
So it's just a train. We may see that the train goes underground a little bit, but yeah. I mean that may
doesn't tell music from next door. By the way, they're having church.
Oh,
it does look like a temple.
I don't know if. It doesn't look. It looks like it's just buried underground, not necessarily like that. That's content. That's like where you.
There's there's some gray sections. It's like, okay, the building might extend down, but I don't know if that's content.
Yeah, I don't think it's content. I don't think that would be. All right. Next question comes from Othamon, who asks, which of the 3 ships did you vote for and why was it RSI? Have you voted for the 3 ships yet? One of the 3 ships manufacturers.
I haven't voted, but it was going to be RSI. What the heck?
I did Argo. So
I chose RSI because we haven't seen an RSI mining ship, and I'm interested in what that will look like, and it could be like a good style guide for the Orion, just as a like workflow reason. But the MISC was going to be my second choice, just because I would like to see a bigger prospector.
Buster?
I'm sorry. I literally just heard the question, and then like my brain's like
just
thrown off by church music next door. I'm sorry.
Of the three ships, RSI, MISC, or Argo, which one would you vote?
I would go with HUMEC RSI. I haven't voted, but I'm probably gonna, if I do. I don't mind. So, yada yada, but RSI probably.
All right. I said Argo because, I'm an Argo stan. All right. Aurelius Indominus asks, what food would you have in game for both of you? What food would you have?
Hot dogs. Hot dogs all time. All time.
Okay. How about a different question? What food would you want to see in game?
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. See, we're like both like, oh.
We're like, damn.
Hot
I
dogs.
just want bennies right now. But
bennies, hot dogs.
Bennies would be good.
Hot dog bennies. Like bennies in a hot dog.
I want to see Xeon food. Because they eat flesh, they eat rotten carrion and shit. So like I want to see that.
And then like I would think that I actually did a thing about this a couple years ago when they first did that recipe, like the Alien Week recipe contest. That was like a thing I really like talked to Paul about, actually, was the fact that, and so I was like going to Paul, I was like, so probably the only food that they can eat that humans make would be like for stuff we ferment, especially probably vegetables, because that's what we most commonly ferment.
Kimchi.
And then like exactly, kimchi, and then like some meat we kind of do that too, but not much. Like lutefisk, they would really like lutefisk. I remember that like being a part of the conversation. I was like, so they'd like lutefisk, and Paul's like, yeah. Yeah, I would really like to see. I would agree with that. Like Geon food's just really interesting because it is like it's. Yeah, because it's something about like the bacteria in the belt, like and obviously aren't they the people with the feathers?
Yes. Oh no, that's not Tavarin.
That's the turtle folks.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, and they have that one. Aren't they the ones that have that one thing that it's like you all bring something to a business meeting, like to put in like some ceremonial drink? And sometimes that can go south real fast.
I think so.
I don't remember.
That would be a question for Jail. He would know that more than I do.
Yeah. I did like again that recipe thing. I did that as I think it was a Geon thing, and it was I can't remember the name
party
of it.
Punch.
But yeah, it's like a party punch. Exactly. It's like a potluck punch where everybody brings an ingredient for the punch. But in some case, and it's like a good omen if it's really good and everybody enjoys it. Like it's a good omen, right? If it's bad, if it's bad, it's a bad omen. And if somebody dies, it's probably an assassination.
That sounds very much like a Banu rather than Tavarin. That sounds like a Banu thing, for sure.
That does sound like a Banu thing.
Yeah, it's fun times. I love that. I love things like I love those bits of Star Citizen lore, that cultural stuff.
Same.
But yeah, as far as food though, I would really like to see. This would be like a personal request. This would be like a personal request to CIG for me if I would ask for a food. And it would be like my cinnamon rolls. Okay, it would be my cinnamon rolls, and you call them you extend the Terra Mills like Buster's line, and you call them Buster's buns, and wrap them wrap them in random like honey buns.
That's so cute.
CIG,
oh my God.
You need to do
Buster's
that.
buns at all the rest stops. Yes, please.
I mean,
Buster's bars, Buster's buns, Buster's cakes. You can go that one further. Yeah, Buster's cakes, Buster bars,
oatmeal cakes.
Yeah, that it writes itself. That's great marketing. See? Oh my God!
See, that's what I do for a living.
Yeah.
But that would be like the personal requesty one. But like the thing that I think would be cool is that there's a food that I think who plays Sadaball?
Everyone? Humans?
No, but who's the one who made it up?
Benu.
So Banu. So there's like a Banu dish. I forget the name of it too. I made this again a couple years ago for Alien Week. I did like in lore once, and it's like I can't remember the name of it, but you're the one who told me about, Paul. It's the nuggets that are supposed to basically taste like almost like shrimp ginger nuggets.
Yeah.
This is how I made them, with shrimp and like they were shrimp ginger nuggets. But they literally describe it that way in the article about Sadaball. So it's like some reporter like experiencing a Sadaball. And they talk about eating those. I would really see that at like that would be a cool like in-game thing to throw in to like a little stand.
Especially if it's such a widespread sport. Like
have it like on, and you can even have it like on a skewer, so it's kind of easier for the them to animate the player picking up, because it's like they're picking up skewer of them. It would like drizzle with some of the like some. I when I made mine, I made like a blue coconut lime sauce, and that's. Just saying, that's the sauce to go with.
There we go. How about you, Humek?
What?
About food? Like, in food, in game, yeah.
Oh, that I mentioned the Gion food.
The Gion food. Okay, yeah. There you go. Like I thought you'd
fermented carrion food.
Yeah. Personally, I mean, obviously, I'm a pizza stan. You asked my wife about this, and she's like, it's my threat to her every single day when I say, what do you want for food? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, it's pizza. If you say that, it's just gonna be pizza. I can eat pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. That's just my default food.
As long as there's some in the fridge, I'm good.
Pizza is in game in terms of like the pizza shops are in game, but there's no pizza.
And then you got Sigelian, who's like,
oh yeah, you can't eat it.
Yeah,
that's so disappointing.
You got Sigelian in the community slinging pizzas over there in the Canada.
Yeah.
It's
like pizza.
Canada.
Pizza. So, but I am 100% behind Buster Buns, Buster Cakes,
Buster's Balls.
Buster Balls.
At the restaurant I work for, we actually have a thing called Joe's Balls, and I've been trying to get him to make like a chicken breast recipe called Buster's Bosoms. That's another day.
Buster Wraps.
It's easy to market funny named things.
Yeah, it's easy because they would work in the verse.
It entertains people just to hear the name,
Yeah, they go and then move on from that. So exactly. Let's make sure it's good.
That's my personal ask. Just saying.
All right. Next question comes from Fishy, who asks, do you like the STV, the Greycat STV, or as we've called it, the Steve, the Greycat?
It gives Jeep vibes. It's space Jeeps. It's Speeps.
Little baby Jeeps.
They're called Speeps now.
Speeps.
Steve the Speep. I actually bought one. I bought a STV and the black paint, and I tried it out last night real quick. Drove around Yella, went up a mountain, and went back, and that was it for my session. But I really dug it, so big fan of it. And it's really detailed too. Like they really upped their game. All the different little greebles you can interact with on the buggy. It drives nice. So I think it's in a good spot. I also have a Cyclone and a PTV, and so I like a buggy.
Buster?
Yeah, I just love the way they look. I had, who got me one last night while I was streaming?
Who?
Griffin.
He's coming on next. He's coming on next.
I was like making jokes like, guys, and it's true, like all my money's gone because of stupid bills because I'm an adult. Griffin freaking got me one, and I was like, oh, you didn't have to do that. And that was really sweet of him. So shout out to Griffin. Well, he made my day yesterday. I was having a tough day. Thank you, bud.
That's some good shit.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to drive that little Jeep.
Yeah, I like the Steve only because my community just called it the Steve because it's the STV, and then
and you call it like the Steve Irwin.
So Darj calls the
crocodile hunter.
Darj calls the Steve with a PH, the PTV, the PTV Steve with the Steven with a PH.
Oh my god!
But instead of saying Steven, you say Peven. Because it's Peven, the PH in the front instead of the S.
Like Stewie from Family Guy
saying that. Peven, Stevie, the Steve. the Steve, the Peven, the Steve, and then the Ute. Because
Star's is so weird. Like
yes.
he's so weird. I love him so much.
It was a meme
always
that he
say
discovered.
that with like the fullest of like love and friendship in my heart. That he's such a weirdo.
Okay, I could actually answer this question real quickly. But Just Build and Play asks, why did Chris Roberts blink so much during the 2.5-hour talk?
He's trying to tell us that he's okay.
Check it out. He's practiced for so long. Have you ever been under studio lights?
Yeah.
If you've ever been under studio lights, it's intense.
They're very hot.
They're very hot, and they're very bright.
Yeah.
So if you accidentally stare into them, and he may have been positioned in a way where he was talking, and there was like a light behind, probably backlighting the interview chair. So he was probably going because he was trying to like get his eyes water so he could see because it was just
Chris Roberts was like, there are 4 lights.
Yes. full on.
It's like sitting down in front of a car's headlights. Like it's really bad. It's not good times.
And they probably have professional lights, like the lights that cost like $5,000 to buy, like those insane ones that like you can light up a room with one spotlight kind of thing.
And they had there was a photo I saw where it looked like they had mics with lights on the same boom as well.
Yeah,
just adding in ambient.
All right, Duke Lukem asks, Buster, when is your Klingon rap album coming out? And would you mind dropping some lines?
Okay, I did a star. It's actually with New Soul. Speaking of Soul Citizens, there's like a little group with a New Soul a Soul Citizens called New Soul.
New Soul, which I know because they do music for all of the complete history of the verse. So all of my
no shit. Okay.
Yeah.
They did what was it? They did that Jumptown song a while back. And then they did a remix of it because I had bars to put in that song that I didn't have on time for them. And so they did a Klingon like remix of the song I had a lot. But I do have a new one that I've been working on, and
Are you working on it with Klingon Pop Warrior?
Who was it? No, but who asked again? Who was it that asked?
Duke Lukem.
So here you go. This is just like a few lines that I've been working on lately. I got a man in every system that wish I missed him. I got a cease and desist him. Ain't gonna take that creep persistent. My citizens got you blacklisted. My futile ain't your resisting. So there you go. That's all I got. Fire,
straight
love it.
I'm pretty good. I mean, when I think about it, I get some time, but I'm not very good at delivering it. So
you're good.
Until I get it together.
You gotta be in the mindset, not the.
Those are just like new ones that I just thought of, like I wrote down the other day. So
okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Othman asks, did y'all know that master modes has no effect on ships, toilets, sinks, or showers? Confirmed by Yogi Klatt.
Thanks, Yogi.
What did Yogi do?
So Yogi said that master modes have no effect on ships' toilets, sinks, or showers.
That's good.
Yogi's the best. Good. I love Yogi.
Love it.
You can take a shit in combat. It's good to know.
Yeah. Or running. You can take a shit while running. So you can, while you're running and shitting your pants, you can shit into the toilet instead of the pants.
But speaking of Yogi, he's always persistent to run the rainbow flag. He bleeds all the colors.
Oh, he does.
Oh my god.
I love that man.
He always does. Every time he's in the video.
Charity stream was tripping out yesterday.
You can swear. You just can't like go hard. Yeah, they were losing their mind over that.
Yeah, I had to close down chat. I was like watching it for a while. It's bringing me down. I'm like, the homophobia is real. Like, he's literally wearing a flag.
It happens a lot in their community, and it's one of those things that lets fester. I mean, we've talked about this multiple times that CIG needs to add some basic muting functionality and some basic report systems, and they refuse to do it. So
yeah.
And that's if anything,
wild.
Look at the Star Citizen. Anytime Star Citizen goes live, that kind of stuff happens all the time. It just needs to be handled. So,
yeah.
Next question comes from Blizzard, who asks, "Did you see that the shelves? Did you see what's on the shelves in the Phoenix? How do you feel about going to Manchester for some aggressive archaeology?" For those, if you, I know you two have been somewhat out of the loop, but I formed an organization called Lore and the League of Relic Enthusiasts. And what we do is we go to little outposts and try to find relics inside those outpost crates, because that's where you can find actual like Hadesian relics and little like medals and stuff like that. And so we became, in order to get to those outposts, we have to kill everyone. So we've been like, oh yeah. And Nick actually coined it, because we were sitting down there just opening up fire on everybody on all these stations, just blistering amounts of fire before we landed. And Nick said something to the effect of, "I love archaeology."
Yeah, sounds like Nick.
So we've talked about it's aggressive archaeology, where we go in with fully loaded with guns, kill everything, and then loot the place.
It's like
Indiana Jones would be proud.
Yeah.
No, it's like Indiana Jones, but like with 40 other guys.
Yeah.
It's like dun 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 dun. Everybody just swings it. No, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, one of the things that I thought was cool was that Hadesian artifact, and I'm dying to know who made that for them, because I would really love one.
I think I know who it is.
Did you think Heidi did it?
I think it's Heidi.
I think Heidi did it.
Well, Heidi did the bobblehead, and all of the other things are on there. Like they scream Heidi.
I have a Venefica idea involving having.
There's a lot of Heidi on that table. It's good stuff.
I have like an idea that, for those of you who are in the know of Venefica, of the Day of the Vara lady, that I do every year. I have a really great like costume piece idea with like some Hadesian artifacts. And I'm like, I want some Hadesian artifacts for costume pieces to just add them and where I want to add them and stuff. And I'm like, ugh. But you can't pay Heidi to make stuff for you, CIG. So maybe y'all should like make an agreement with her ass, okay? Please.
or just talk to Heidi and see if she can't do something for you. It's for promotional purposes. It's a promotional thing. It's just, you're not paying for her to do anything. It's just, I can also talk to Diabolus.
I don't want Toast. I don't want Toast to get mad at me.
I'll send her a donation, and then you can pay me back, and then she can make the thing for you as a gift.
Here we are in front of like 300 people, probably several members of CIG, talking about how to get around their
CIG
rules
won't say shit. They won't say shit when Venefica starts streaming with 2 parts of the Hadesian artifact talking about destroying the universe with her super weapon that she found.
I need stuff, and I'm not crafty. I'm crafty. Like I can turn like a 1960s hairdryer into like a laser, like a for like a sci-fi movie, but I can't make I have to it's just that I'm one of those, I work with the material I have and make it close. But anyway, I wish I had that much talent that she did.
Yeah.
I wish. I wish.
I do. I as well. All right. Next question comes from Jock Cop, who asks, now that you have your favorite ship, what would you call your new baby, Paul? Oh God, I have to tell you. Have you heard the news about CIG's
I saw
trolling?
the tweet. Yeah.
What do they do?
So remember how I hate the Redeemer?
Yeah.
So CIG gave me a Redeemer. And it's named. It gets better. It's named Paul's favorite ship. Is the name of the ship that they gave it to me, and it says most favorite ship, and it is unmeltable, unredeemable.
You can't get rid of it out of your account.
And unupgradable. It's stuck to my account forever.
I'm so glad they did that.
Oh, fudge. I'm so angry at that.
CIG.
I have to call it Paul's favorite ship because that's the name that CIG gave it to me. But I also am going to blow it up every time I spawn it. I'm going to spawn it, take it out, and I'm going to eject or set the self-destruct sequence and get out and watch it explode in the distance, just out of spite for that thing. Yeah.
So they gave it its own category. Does this also mean that when you're looking at it in the spawn menu, it will also say Paul's favorite ship?
No, unfortunately, it's just the title of the giveaway stuff they do. But yeah,
that is like the funniest. That is honestly, like, I know that That is just one of the funniest things they've ever done to anybody in this community. And Paul, haha.
I am glad that they have a sense of humor.
That's so funny.
I'll just say that. At least CIG has a sense of humor. They threatened to do it to me multiple times and never did it. And they finally
somebody's going to get on Reddit. They're going to be like, I can't believe that CIG would give Paul Shelley a free ship just to troll him when the rest of us, blah, blah, blah. Somebody's going to be bitching
I want
about
the ship. Why does the streamer have the ship?
Somebody's going to bitch about it.
No.
And you know what? To those people that are going to bitch about it, go do tons of hours of lore content and then and foster growth in the community and then
they'll give you a ship you hate. And then they'll give you a ship you don't like for free.
And they'll hate gift you. Well, not even hate, but I don't want hate's a strong word. But they'll it's more of like they'll incite your hate for the ship by making it totally unmovable from your account forever in perpetuity.
Oh, all right. Next question comes from Gin and Tonic, who asks, AstroPub, what do you think of Albatross as a name for your new ship? That's enough of this questions. All right. Gin and Tonic also asks, do you think the new mining ship will likely be a mole and an expanse shoved into the same package?
Wait, say that again?
He's asking
my head around it.
So we're going to get a new large mining ship is what the naming part is, right?
Right.
So he's asking, will it be the mole and the expanse? The expanse is the refinery ship. So you take the mole and it shoved into the same package. Like you'll be able to mine and refine with it. That's what he's asking.
Nah, I don't know.
Possibly. I don't think so though. I think it'll probably more be focused on multiple lasers. It'll be that meme of like, it's not even a meme. It's just, how do we make a mining ship better? Slap more mining lasers to it. So instead of 3, you're going to have 6 lasers everywhere. Arms reaching out like a freaking robot from the 70s, like kind of
miner turrets.
Yeah.
All around it. No, I don't know. I would feel like the expanse is more to tag along with that ship, just considering its size.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know if the Orion has a miner refinery on board.
It does. It's all in one, but it's like, because that's the big one, you want that to have the all in one. You don't necessarily want the large one to have all in one. So,
and it's way bigger.
I don't have much of a care for that. I don't mind as much. I'm not into mining, so they can do what they want. I have no
I don't give a shit.
Notes. I don't have no notes. I have no notes to deliver on that subject.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. That's the last question. Thank you, Humek, and thank you, Buster, for joining us. Make sure, again, we're still raising money for charity. We are currently on, let me see if I can find the number. We have currently raised 1,744.
Oh yeah, you had some new ones come in.
So we've got some money coming in. The next goal is $2,000. And for those of you who are live, we'll do a giveaway when we reach $2,000. So make sure you stick around for that one. We're getting close.
Oh yeah.
And we're only on our 10. So I still got 12 more or 14 more hours to go. So stick around if you have a chance to.
Well, I hope we imparted some energy to you.
Yes, you did. Thank you. I feel a lot more refreshed.
For
this. Thank you for having us around. And I hope that you have a great long stream and that everything goes well.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on. And make sure you're following those. Make sure you get Humek to her 100 subscriber goal. And I hope to see you all, like I say every time, I hope to see you someday in the black. Later, y'all.
Here's the best.
Peace out.